Hi. So back in September, I started traveling for work. I quickly learned how easy it is to produce a lot of waste on the road, specifically plastic. So I set about trying to find a way to reduce my plastic use. Just a disclaimer, I'm not zero waste. I would consider myself a low waste vegan. I know it can be hard in the world that we live in where everything is wrapped in plastic, but I don't want that to still be an excuse, and I'm trying to move toward being completely zero waste. Here are some things that have really helped me along that journey. Okay, so I'm gonna start with kitchen stuff. I am a tea drinker. I drink tea every day. I was noticing that if I order tea somewhere else, not only do I get it in a paper cup with a plastic lid, you're using tea bags, and tea bags are not recyclable. So I started bringing a tea ball with me on the road. It's a metal tea ball. This one is from David's Tea. Then I buy loose leaf tea in bulk at one of my local health food stores. So this is Earl Grey, and I also bring spearmint tea with me as well. So I use that tea ball usually a couple times a day. Like I'll use it in the morning for my black tea, and then I'll use it at night for my spearmint tea. And what I drink it in is my Stojo cup. So at home, I have the Yeti travel mug. It's like 20 ounces, but I was bringing that with me, and it's pretty heavy and it takes up a lot of room in my backpack. So when I heard about these Stojo cups, I was like, I have to get one of these. The cool thing about this is you take it apart, take this thing off, and you can just squish it down, squishes into this little disc, and then you just put this thing right like that, and you've got this little compact disc. It couldn't be more convenient for traveling. I'm so happy with it. It holds 16 ounces of liquid, so that's like a pretty decent amount. It also comes with a little silicone straw that you can stick in here, so in the summer you can use it for iced drinks as well. It doesn't keep, your hot drinks hot, your cold drinks cold, but to me, that doesn't really matter. The convenience of it completely outweighs that aspect. Next, this is something that everyone should definitely get. There's so many different types that you can buy out there. This is a little utensil set that I got on Etsy. Bamboo fork, knife, spoon. It comes in this cute little pouch. It also came with chopsticks, and it also came with an adorable little bamboo straw, as well as a straw cleaning brush. And then this is just a little metal straw that I brought with me from home. But I love that this pouch, it just zips. So some of these pouches, there's like a Velcro flap that goes over it, and then I find that the stuff, like the chopsticks or whatever, like poke out the side and can fall out. So I love that this is just like a cute little case, and there's all these different patterns you can get for the case. So I got this one that's like a map fabric, which I thought was cute, but I will link down to the Etsy store that I got this from below. Another Etsy find are these unpaper towels. So there's a store called Juniper Seed Mercantile. This is a organic cotton reusable paper towel. I think they come in sets of 6, so I bought 2 of these. I use them for everything. I use it as a napkin when I'm eating. I try to keep one tucked in here at all times. Ideally at home, I want to just replace my paper towel use altogether with these, because they're just so easy to use and clean, and it's just such an easy substitute. Another kitchen essential, stasher bags. Basically what it is it's a Ziploc bag made out of silicone. Brilliant. Especially when traveling, there's a million different things you could use Ziploc bags for, and they're just so easy and convenient to grab. But I wanted to make a conscious effort to switch over to these. They're not cheap, but they're not super expensive. So I think for this, it was maybe like $12. I got a few stasher bags actually at the same time on sale at Sur La Table. They come in different sizes. They come in so many different colors. If you follow them on Instagram, they're always unveiling new colors and products, and they're just so convenient. I actually use them for my liquids bag, I guess. So I put this through TSA when I go through security, and these bags work great for a TSA bag. It doesn't have to be a Ziploc bag or a plastic bag. It just has to be so that they can see through it. Okay, so these, I haven't really used them that much, but I really like the idea of them. I got them at a really amazing health food store in Philly called Mom's Organic Market. They're called food huggers, but they're these little silicone covers that you're supposed to be able to put them, like let's say I use half a lime when I'm on the road and I want to save the other half, or when I'm at home. you want to save the other half and put it in the fridge. What do most people do? They wrap it up in saran wrap. So this, you just stretch it and it hugs over the other half of the fruit or vegetable or whatever you're wanting to cover up. So apparently it can work. You can use it with like peppers or onions or anything. I've only used it with the lemon, and that's actually the one that's missing from here because it's at home now, but I just bring these with me just in case, you know, I could use them for anything on the road. I haven't used them yet on this trip, but maybe I will. And then this is a little bowl that my mom got me in my stocking, I believe, but it's a silicone bowl similar to the stasher thing. It collapses and then you just pop it open and it's just like a little bowl, so really convenient for eating on the road. This is another food related. It is made out of plastic, but I wouldn't be able to do a lot of the things that I've showed you if I didn't have this. The Procter Silex hot pot. So I heat up water in here for my tea. Sometimes I'll put soup in here and heat that up. You can cook in here. I've made like a vegan mac and cheese in here before. And then the last food related thing is this dish brush. It's made by, I think it's called Redecker. I got this at Sur La Table, but it's a natural fiber dish brush. So there's no plastic on this brush. When the brush head gets worn out or gross or whatever, you can just pull it off, compost it, and then you can buy another brush head from the company. So it's super convenient. It cleans things really well. I use it on the road a lot. I also normally bring a little thing of Dr. Bronner's liquid soap with me, but I didn't bring it this trip, but I've still been using this to scrub things. Okay, so moving on to bathroom zero waste essentials. I guess I'll start with what I'm most excited about. These are shampoo and conditioner bars from Unwrapped Life. I know people are really afraid of the concept of a shampoo bar. I was too. I was like, well, isn't it weird? Like, how do you like rub it in your hair? But like, literally all you do is you rub it in your hair. They've got bars for like all different hair needs. The great thing about these bars is the company packages them in all paper packaging, so the whole thing is recyclable. This one is called the Balancer, so I ordered this as a set. It smells very lemony. It's just sort of like if your hair is not super oily, not super dry, it's just like a good in-between thing to use. Then this is the Stimulator, which is more of like a tea tree, kind of like a scalp stimulating, and this is the conditioner bar. I always smell them like when I'm talking about them because they smell really good. And then I also ordered from the company these travel tins. So you have to, you know, buy these separately, but you know, you only buy them once. And they're so convenient to travel with because they're so lightweight compared to a bottle of shampoo. And one of these lasts, I think they say it lasts like 60 washes. They really do last a long time. Like a little bit goes a long way. You really don't have to rub it around that much in order for it to get really nice and sudsy. And it does foam up. They use sodium cocoa sulfate, which is a much gentler, what is it, like a surfactant? I don't know, whatever makes it bubble up. It's much gentler than sodium lauryl sulfate, which is what people always talk about being bad. This little guy is a safety razor. I was so confused about these before I got one, and I still am kind of confused. You know, the big benefit here is that it's not a disposable razor. There's no plastic on it. Yeah, I guess it came with like 10 different razor blade like replacements, and it was like $25. So I think it actually ends up being cheaper than buying like a Venus razor or whatever. The first few times I used this, I'm not gonna lie, I cut myself pretty badly on my legs, and I still cut myself on my legs sometimes when I use it. I don't know if I'm using it wrong or if my skin is just too dry. I'm still getting used to this, but I obviously like the idea of it. I like that it is a zero waste alternative to shaving, and so I'm gonna continue using that. Well, this actually falls under kitchen essentials, I guess, because this is a produce bag. I try to always shop for my produce in these. I try to bring them with me on the road. And here is where I store my cosmetic poofs. So these are like little reusable cotton pads. They're from that same place that the paper towels are from on Etsy, Juniper Seed Mercantile. So I use a toner every night to help take off my makeup, and I use these. I basically use like a quarter of it. That's it, like to take everything off, so it lasts me, each one lasts me for 4 days, I think. And then when I have them, when I've gone through all 12 of them and they're dirty, I just put them in here and I put them in the washing machine. These are a great zero waste essential, because think about when you use one of those cotton pads every single day, how much waste you're producing. This is the last thing. I actually make my own cleaning wipes using the unpaper towels from Juniper Seed Mercantile. So when you start staying in hotels a lot, you really understand kind of like how gross hotel rooms are. And I always thought people were crazy who would like wipe down the hotel room when they first got there. But now I get it, just because you just never know how thoroughly it was cleaned, how quickly the room was turned around. So I've been making my own cleaning solution for a while, and I might do another video on that. But basically all I do is I take an empty glass jar, I put some of my cleaning product at the bottom, and then I take my unpaper towels and I will like spray them heavily with the cleaning product, put them in here, spray a little more on top, and when I get to my destination, they're still just in here like moistened and ready to go. Of course I have to smell them because I have to smell everything, but they smell like orange oil. I guess I could go out and buy like 7th generation wipes, but I'd still be throwing those away. And I'd rather not do that when I can just make my own reusable ones. That's it for my zero waste travel essentials. I've pretty much acquired all of them since I started traveling for work, after I realized how much plastic I use on the road. Sometimes it just feels unavoidable, but I'm really proud of the changes I've made so far to eliminate the waste that I have, and I will hopefully keep progressing in that direction. So I hope this was helpful. I'll link as many of these products as I can below. Subscribe for more vegan and low waste content. I'll be making a lot more videos like this. Till next time, bye guys.